Thanks for getting to know us. The ministries at Grace are the primary way we build the church up, equipping and training attenders as they become more like Jesus and minister to others in their day-to-day lives. In this video, you'll take away an overall understanding of each ministry and how you can connect with us if you'd like to learn more or get involved.
The purpose of children's ministry here at Grace is really to just partner with parents to disciple the next generation. We want to challenge them, teach them, and point to Christ. So we like to just come alongside because we know the families are the main disciple makers of their children. We work as the body of Christ and come together as a team to just lead these kids down the path of knowing Him and trusting Him. The most important things I want parents to know about children's ministry here at Grace Community Church is that we're a safe place. And we want to delve into the Word, into prayer, and our dependence on the Lord to show us how to parent, how to walk through trials with our kids, how to develop them and train them in the way they should go. I just love working with them because it is such a joy. And I think that's why Jesus even said, "Let the little children come to me." I mean, never look down on someone who is young, because God will use them for His purposes and His glory also. And so I think it just reminds you of God's beautiful creation and the miracle of life and the journey of sanctification and what God's doing. But boy, it is a lot of fun and it keeps you humble.
The overarching goal is the same as what our church is about, which is to make disciples who make disciples. And specific to student ministries, our little tagline is that every student would be loved, known and accepted, taught about Jesus, and challenged to grow. That's our goal. And so we do that through various means, but mostly it's through small groups. So we try to keep those as small as possible, because when it gets too big, you can't really be known very well. When a student is considering, do I want to come or not, it can be a little bit intimidating. The message that I would want students to know, if you're coming for the first time, is we want you to feel welcome. We want you to be connected, not just with the leaders, but with fellow students, so that you can come and bring those honest questions, some of those things that you might be struggling with. We want you to share burdens and know that you will have a community of people, both leaders and students, that will pray for you, that will seek to encourage you, hold you accountable if that's what's going on. Like, we're trying to be a family. We're just the body of Christ, and that plays itself out a little bit differently in student ministry, but is the same goal. So they should feel welcome to just come. Some of the things that we do in student ministry, we have Wednesday nights where we gather, we have a lesson, worship, things like that. There's Sunday morning, time for fellowship, Thrive classes that are focused on junior and senior high. And we also take trips and go to conferences. Some of the trips might look like an amusement park, mini golf courses, things like that. And then there's conferences that are throughout the year that are based more on just discipleship and growing in your faith. In 1 Thessalonians 2:8 it says, "We loved you so much that we shared with you not only God's good news, but our own lives too." We want ministry to be very relational and not just programmatic. And so we're, as leaders, we're trying to live that out, that we're sharing not just the good news, but our lives, so that we can love, know, and accept, challenge, and teach about Jesus to all of the students.
Sometimes we have children with special needs on a Sunday morning or a Wednesday, and sometimes they don't know how to interact with other kids. Sometimes they need help with the transition times. Sometimes they just need someone who is welcoming a familiar face that each week that they then feel comfortable coming back to the classroom. It might be a buddy system or a sidekick, where they're just sitting with the child, just helping them get through the class. On a Wednesday, it might be helping a youth group member engage or interact with their peers. We also host the ARC and Child Serve summer camps here at Grace. They're both organizations in our community that help children with disabilities, and currently they use our building in the summer to hold camps, and they use our whole East Wing all summer long. It just gives them a place to be safe and for parents to be able to either have a respite moment or to have a safe place for their kiddo to go in the summer while they're working. We don't want people to focus on a person's disabilities or needs. We want them to focus on them as an individual. We chose Gen 127 as the name for the special needs ministry because everyone is created in God's image. People with disabilities are marginalized. They aren't always welcomed into our communities or in our culture. They're looked at as they can't. What can they honestly provide or give? And as the church body, everybody coming into our church, we are to come alongside and walk with and to build them up and to equip them. They are created in God's image. They have a meaningful purpose. And how can we come alongside them? How can we love on them? How can we engage with them? How can we help them find a way to be a part of our church body?
Thanks for taking the time to learn about our ministries. While you're here, check out the other videos on this playlist. Or to learn more about us, connect with others in the church, and find out how you can get involved, click on the Connect link below.